welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone had a wonderful day. It is warm. This weather, they've messed with the weather so much till now. They predict cool and it turns around and it's hot. So, we'll just have to go along with it, I guess. The Most High is going to straighten all this out real soon. Real soon. Today I want to talk to you about the famines. Not famine, famines. There are two famines that will be coming real soon. One will be a famine like you would expect a famine, lack of food, water, different things that we'll be needing to survive. The other is a famine of the word. Because since, Israel and a few others, going their own way, doing their own thing, he's going to send a judgment. Yahuwah. In case you didn't know who I was talking about. Yahuwah. Our one and only Elohim. The only one. And because of us not recognizing, well, some of us, because I know. He's the one and only. But because of some of our people decide to go their own way, serve the gods or Elohims of other nations, the Most High has placed a judgment. And whatever he said will happen. Whatever he has placed in the mouth of the prophets will come to fruition. And it gets real heavy on me. It gets real heavy because it seems like the more you try to tell people about what's going on, why things are happening the way they are happening, they just look at you like, who are you? You don't know. How did you know that? Where you get that from? But someone of another skin tone can come and tell them the very thing, verbatim, what I say. And they have a sense of urgency then to get their things together. But you'll never hear out of the other nations to your face that, hey, you're Israel. You need to really be following the Torah. You really need to be doing what the Most High set forth for you to do, your laws, statutes, and commandments. You're not going to hear that. So if you're waiting around for them to come to your face and tell you that, you're not going to hear it. You get maybe a handful that's on TikTok that says things, but our people still think that they have all the time in the world to be out there running behind shiny things. Like the elder says, shiny things. The glitz and glamour of being popular, being rich, being well invested, and getting good returns on your investments, and bragging about it, showing off your big house, your expensive cars, your new BBL, your latest lace front, your Jordan shoes, your other designer things, purses, handbags, trips. Oh, I could just go on and on and on about the things that my people are enamored with, fascinated with, trying to obtain, just braggadocious about things, and not realizing that the wealth is in knowing this. Knowing this. The camera's kind of high. But knowing this right here. Knowing what you're supposed to be doing in this. This is where your wealth lies. In here. This is your wealth. That can never be taken from you. When it's placed here and here. And it comes out of here. Out of here. They can't take this away. But those other things that we talk about, they can be gone in 60 seconds or less. They can be gone. Or you can be gone. And what you have, and you can't take it with you. So, we need to really, excuse me, we need to really think about where we want to be when this is all over. Do we want to be in the lake of fire burning forever? Because it's real. It's real. It's very real. Or do we want to be with the Most High in the new earth, in peace, having our own, building our own home, no taxes, no property taxes, no HOAs, no having to lock your doors at night, which I don't think there's going to even be a night. It's just going to be all day beautiful, every day, just a beautiful luminous time. We'll be basking in His glory. That's all we'll need. We won't need the sun. We won't need the moon. We'll just be basking in His glory. Hallelujah. I just want to go over some things as far as the famine, the materialistic famine. The food, the water, the medications, all types of resources that will be lacking. That famine, I want to go let you know that famine was not the first time it will occur. Back then, the famine was so bad for our people, Israel, that we ate our own children. And I'm quite sure your pastors never went over that with you. It's all throughout the book. And I'm not talking about the New Testament, the New Twistament, the new lies that they had to conjure up to get us away from our one and only Elohim. As you can go to you can find them in Deuteronomy, 2 Kings, Jeremiah talked about it. Even in the book of Lamentations, I mean that Lamentations is just what it is. Lamentations. Where else? Hosea, if I'm not mistaken. And then Amos. Amos talks about the famine of the word that we're going to be searching for. The ones that don't have this. And place it here and here. They're going to be running around trying to find one of these. Or they're going to go to their pastors that are in the New Testament and try to get a word of comfort from them. But the Most High will have departed. He don't have anything to do with them. They serve another Elohim. They serve Jesus or Yeshua, Allah, or your other. It's over 1,000 different religions out there. You'll run to that leader. They won't have anything for you except what their God has for them to tell you. It's not from the Most High, Yahuwah. It's not going to be from Him. So, it's going to be 2 famines. And I'm going to read out of 2 Kings. That would be 2 Kings chapter 68. I'm sorry, chapter 6. My eyes crossing up here. Forgive me. Chapter 6. And that was 28 through 29. But I'm going to go up to 24 to set the scene as to this famine. What was going on with this famine? This was a famine that came in the land. Verse 24. And it came to pass after this, that Ben-Hadad, king of Aram, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Shamaron. So there was a siege around the whole city. And there was a great famine in Shamaron, and behold, they besieged it. And that way when they came in, took over, had everything cut off. They couldn't get anything in or out of there. So there was a famine. They just everything was shut down. And it said here that it was so bad until an ass's head, a donkey head, was sold for 80 pieces of silver. They bought a donkey's head to cook and eat. And as the king of Yeshurun was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman. Oh no, let me go back up here. I'm sorry, I forgot. I almost forgot this part. You need to hear this part. When they besieged it, and until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and a fourth part of a cab of dove's dung, poop. You know, S-H-I-T, dove stuff. For 5 pieces of silver. It had gotten so bad they was eating the poop of a bird. Buying poop. And as the king of Yeshurun was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help my Adonai, O king. And he said, If Yahuwah do not help you, when shall I help you? Out of the barn door, or out of the wine press? You know. Hey. And the king said unto her, What ails you? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give your son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Verse 29. So we boiled my son and did eat him. Oh my God. And I said unto her on the next day, Give your son that we may eat him. And she has hidden her son. So it was so bad they cut deals to eat each other's children. And then if the other one didn't decide to, eat, do it the next day, oh my God, she hid her son. So now she's crying because I guess she's in a regret now that they thought of doing something like that. Her child's dead and eaten up. And this woman's hidden her son. So it was a siege. In the same way that how you see all these ships over there in the Red Sea, all the attacks that's going on, that's interfering with the shipment of products. It's probably going to get even worse till we get to the place where, because we really don't produce much here anymore for our people. We're more of a consumer nation now instead of a producing nation. And whatever we produce, we sent it overseas. We sent it to others. We didn't take care of our people here. And we're going to be in a big fix when them ships stop rolling over the seas to bring for the trucks to take from the docks to take out to the stores and the warehouses. When the ships stop sailing and the trucks stop rolling, we're going to have some issues. This is right here what's happening right here in 2 Kings. Here, 6, you can go to chapter 6, verse 28 to 29, about where the woman and the other woman were eating their children. That's going to happen again. And this story right here has been told over and over. Because this is just how bad, how low Israel had sunk. Because we turned away from our own Elohim. And he whenever he departs and goes his way and leaves us, anything could happen. I mean, we're not in his protection. We're not in his covering anymore. So this right here, if you're not having the Most High guide you, lead you, follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be eating each other. You're going to be eating your children, your dog, your cat, your rats, anything that's running around, you're going to be eating it. Anything that's walking. And then Jeremiah, let's go over to Jeremiah here. Some things over here in Jeremiah. Hey, Jeremiah, let's go to Jeremiah 19 and 9. Let's see. Jeremiah 19 and 9. It says, I'm going to read from 9 on down. And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons, and the flesh of their daughters. And they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend, and the siege and straitness therewith their enemies. And they shall seek their lives, shall destroy, which means destroy them. There's going to be a lot of cannibalism going on. You don't have those laws, statutes, and commandments, and try to follow them the best you can, because right now everything is so defiled. Everything we have is defiled. No matter what it is, it's defiled. But if we still try our best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, we'll be under his protection. We won't have to worry about trying to eat each other, eat our young, or trying to keep somebody from eating us. Then we can go over to, let's go to Lamentations. Lamentations. I'm just giving you accounts of where it's showing, hey, this is what's going to happen. Do not follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. This is what's going to happen to you. It's going to happen again. It happened before. It's going to happen again. And this is Lamentations. Lamentations. We go to chapter 5. Chapter 5. Chapter 4. Let's start up at, because I think I'm gonna start at verse 8. So I want to show you something that you don't see. They don't go over this. And this is part of the book that your preacher reads out of, if it's called the Holy Bible, whatever version of it is. Lamentations is in there, okay? And this part right here, chapter 4, verse 8, is enough for you to realize who you are. Verse 8, their vicious visage is blacker than a coat. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaves to their bones. It is withered. It is become like a stick. Starvation. Black people starving. Okay? Starving. Verse 10. The hands of the pitiful women had sodden their own children. Eat. Cooked. Their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. Yahuwah has accomplished his fury. And he's about to accomplish it again. And we're going to be looking, not we, because I'm following the law, statutes, and commandments, and praying to the Most High that I am kind of worthy to be able to help me go through these things with his covering. The kings of the earth and all the inhabitants of the world would not have believed that their adversary and the enemy should have entered into the gates of Jerusalem. And all this was because they went away. They up there, they had the astral pole, the phallus, all these other things hanging around, worshiping these other Elohims, forgetting their one and only Elohim, Yahuwah. It just was, every time he take us out of something, we go good for a while, but then we turn right back around. Whatever land we were in, we took on their traditions, their customs, their Elohim, God, we took on that. It's like wherever we went, we were supposed to be the children that, the people that led by an example. But it's like we're the horse supposed to be pulling the cart, but then now it's like the cart pulling the horse. Backwards. We're backwards. And then over here in chapter 5, verse 10, again, they don't tell you, and we got to stop relying on people to tell us. We got to see y'all for ourselves. Because if we wait on these people to tell us anything, we going to be out there eating each other. Because we don't have any protection from the Most High. He's going to let his wrath is going to overtake us and have us out there eating, killing and eating each other. Over here in chapter 5, in Lamentations, once again it says, our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. Now what people that they claim over there, in that land over there, that they're the people, you know good well, they are not going to be black. The only time they black is when they're dead and they look like beef jerky. You ever seen a dead body after a while, what it look like? You ain't seen them walking around. These people were walking around. A dead body don't walk around. That's the only time they turn black. Okay? Better read. You better start reading for yourself and stop sitting up in these churches on Sunday waiting for your preacher to bring you this. He ain't gonna bring you this. He gonna read a story out of it for his agenda, because maybe he got something against brother so and so, and he want to get his point across to brother so and so in the church in front of everybody, because that's what they like to do. They like to want to shame you in front of other people by try to talk about you and make a sermon out of it. I know y'all seen that. I know you did. Our Yahuwah, our one and only Elohim, is merciful, and we took advantage of that. Our people, our nation, we took advantage of it. We took him for granted that whatever we did, hey, we were great. We were great people. We were his favorite people. He favored us. Whatever we placed our hands to, we were successful at it. We didn't lack anything. We weren't lacking. We weren't lacking for anything. And for some reason, we never quite got it. That as long as we stayed with him, didn't wander off to other gods or Elohims, he had our backs. And whatever we were doing, it is evident now that we were a people that he had blessed. You could look at some of the great people of our nation, the inventors that they call them African American, that name they give us. Those inventors, those speakers, those people that were talented, and we have a lot of talent in our nation of people, and the heathen exploits that by giving us shiny things. I'll give you this shiny thing, you dance for me. I'll give you this shiny thing if you dunk for me. I'll give you this shiny thing if you strip for me. I'll give you this shiny thing if you shake your booty for me. I'll give you this shiny thing if you sing about negative things in your culture. I'll give you the shiny things if you sell out your fellow man or woman in your nation. You sell them out. I'll give you the shiny things. You won't have anything to worry about. That's the heathen talking to you. Giving you the shiny things. Whatever talent or potential they exploit it. And we run right to it. And we forget about our Elohim. We forget about Yahuwah. And I've said before that imagine someone that you love, you've invested so much in. They go and they run off with someone else. But then when they have hard times, they come back to you. You take them back in, you clean them up, you build them back up, and they run out and do the same thing again. How many times are you going to allow this to continue to happen without some type of consequences and repercussions behind it? So now, that's how the Most High feels. So now, our nation, the other heathen nations, everyone is going to feel the consequences and ramifications from our actions. I keep saying we because I'm part of this nation. I'm part of this nation. I'm part of this nation of people that had to go through so much because they left their one and only true Elohim. So it's my bloodline. Although only 1/10 now. It's only down to 1/10. Still my bloodline. It's sad when I think about that 1/10. Because the other part, going after the shiny things, going after other Elohims, not realizing that, hey, it's safer over here with our Creator. It's safer over here with Him. I mean, you might have them shiny things that make you feel like you're safe and you're good to go because the heathens accepted you into their neighborhoods, their families, whatever, and we're good, they're thinking we're good. I'm good. I don't have to worry about them things like everybody else. But they don't understand that the moth, the cankerworm, the thief, it's gonna take all that. It's gonna go away. If you're not with the Most High, it's not gonna last. And it's hurtful, so hurtful to see how our people have been exploited to make all this money in all these different industries. And they don't help out their nation, their communities, other than to prop them up, to set them up to go out, to be another asset to the heathen to exploit. It's real sad. Real sad. So now, a lot of this stuff will be coming to an end real soon. And as far as having all the shiny things, can't eat it. Can't eat those shiny things. Those same people that have exploited our people to help make their billions have built bunkers to go underground, have them stocked up with food, water, ventilation. They've got a big layout of what all they're gonna have in their bunkers and what they're gonna do. And they may take a few of us along to be entertainment, but as soon as they get tired of that, if it work out like how they think it's gonna work out, because I don't think it's gonna work out like how they think it's gonna work out. For some reason, I don't think it's gonna work out like that. They'll get tired of them. They're not able to perform for them. They'll be cast out just like the rest. That's their thinking. That's their thinking. But let me tell you something. If they read enough, because they've been reading, they know more about what's going on than some of us do in our own nation. They're gonna get their little bunkers together, and that's gonna be their tomb. That's where they're gonna be. That's gonna, well, it'll save us from having to bury some of them, because they'll already be in the ground. So they can have their tombs. The rest of us, Israel, like I said before, we got a long ways to go and a short time to get there, because this thing is wrapping up. And if you don't get your head out of your three-point of contact, some of you know what I'm talking about. Get your butt. Get your head out your butt. You're going to find yourself short. You need to get your food, your water, especially some protection with your ammo, everything that you need to protect yourself. However, that's only going to go but so far. Because if you don't have the Elohim as your one and only, that's only going to take you but so far. Then you're going to be just like the rest of them that are scrambling and running into holes and covering themselves up. They call them their little bunkers. Yeah, there's no bunker. Yeah. Basically like how when they went down there and dug up those mummies, they had all these elaborate things laying out there with them, but they were dead. Didn't do them any good. just laying there. So go ahead and make your little bunker. But as far as Israel, I know we don't want to eat our children. We don't want to eat each other. So we need to be doing what we need to do. If you notice, Walmart, this content creator, she does a lot of videos in Walmart showing what's on the shelves, what's missing off the shelf. And she showed a video of a stack of glass canning jars with the lids stacked taller than me in the store. And it's on the aisle out there at the end cap, you know, sitting out prominently, not in the back there in the household. It was out at the end cap. So they're trying to tell us something. You need to be stocking up. You need to be learn how to can. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. So you need to start canning. Get you some canning jars. Watch videos. Buy you a canner. Get a pressure canner or a bath canner. Do something. Don't keep sitting here thinking that those shelves gonna always have something on it. It's better to need and not have than to have the need. How you say that thing? It's better to have and not need than to need and not have. Excuse my lapse in memory there. I'm getting up there, but that's all right. You know, sometimes I get my words a little backwards, but you know what I'm talking about. Better to have it and not need it. You can always use it for something, but I think we're going to need it this time. We're going to really need it. So, you notice everybody else, all those other nations, they keep talking about getting the ammo and getting this and getting that and stocking up on their meds and stocking up on all types of things. And I mean, all that's good. It's all good. You know, those are good ways to, you know, go ahead, get your stuff together. Get as much as you can for your families. Get them on board, educate them, the young ones, you know. And sometimes you even have to go as far as to cut your meals to see if you can take like one meal a day. Train your body, because that way you won't send your body into shock when you can't get everything you need. You want to eat 3 meals a day. Maybe you're not able to eat 3 meals a day. I don't think our people even ate 3 meals a day back then. I don't think so. I really don't. We just spoil here. Spoil right here. He even got us spoiled. Got us with their ways, so we spoil. So, but you know, like he says in Hosea, here, Hosea 13, verse 4, yet I am Yahuwah Elohaka from the land of Mizraim. That means I brought you out of, remember I brought you out of Egypt. And you shall know no Elohim but me. But me. For there is no Savior besides me. For there is no Savior besides me. This is in Hosea. Go look it up. I know you got a Bible somewhere. Go look in Hosea 13, verse 4. You will see it. And there's more verses in there that says, I am your one and only. Your one and only. Keep messing around with Mr. J over there, JC over there, and he gonna have you eating your children. Now, as far as that famine, I done talked enough about the famine about eating people. Let's get on here to Amos 8 and 11. Let me go find Amos 8 and 11. Oh, okay. I turned right to it. How about that? Hallelujah. And, you know, it's about, it's going to be a famine. This is going to be a famine of a different sort. Here, 8 and 11, Amos 8 and 11. Amos is in your Holy Bible too. If you want to look it up. You don't have this right here. Using his name like it should be, because they got all these other names up in there and minimizing his. They put that name God in there to marginalize and minimize his power and might in his name, because there's power in the name of Yahuwah. Okay? There's power in that. Don't let them fool you. There's power in that name. So let me get here. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, says Adonai Yahuwah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahuwah. You're not going to be able to hear, because they're going to get tired of us on social media with what our things are, like I'm saying things, and they're going to start calling it hate speech and just shut us down. And all you're going to have is, oh, happy face. Everything's happy. Everything's lovely. Like how they do on the news now. You remember one time there was a time on the news, I mean, when I was a little girl, they would tell it like it was. At least I thought they did. They would tell it like it was. They would tell everything that went on. Every nook and cranny they was in telling it. And now, I see where when they had the fire in Hawaii and the horrific things that happened over there, they just skimmed over that and kept on moving. They started bringing in celebrity guests and all these things on the news. On the news? Who wants real? It's more of an entertainment instead of informative. It's entertaining, trying to entertain now. Distractions. That's all it is, distractions. Because never once have you heard anything else about when the military left Afghanistan. You didn't hear anything else about the people, United States citizens and citizens of other countries, that contractors and stuff that was there. You don't hear anything else about those people. Have they been rescued? Has there been help sent back out to them? Whatever. You have not heard them cover anything about them anymore. Everything is like, let's keep them distracted. Keep them distracted. So, where were we? Verse. I'll go back to 11 because I just went off on a tangent there. Behold, the days come, says Adonai Yahuwah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahuwah. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahuwah, and shall not find it. In that day the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst, that they swear 7 oaths by the sin of Shemron, and say, Your Elohim, O Dan, lives. The manner of Beersheba lives. Even they shall fall and never rise again. Famine. Famine of the word. You're not going to be able to get this much longer. You're going to get the fairy tales. You're going to get anything that maybe the New Testament, they probably keep it over there. They probably keep them New Testament people on. But anyone that's going to be speaking against the New Testament and pointing you in the direction of Yahuwah and Yahuwah only, they're going to take off. They're going to call it hate speech and take people like me off. we're gonna, and then you'll be like, wait, what happened to so and so? I doubt you'll miss me. I ain't. I'm just a little channel. But oh well, what happened to this person? The minute they speak out about something, gone. Channel gone. Then they may do like how they did doing the C-19. They closed down the churches. They didn't want you in the churches, and that was the best thing to me. That was the best thing they could have done, was to close the church. Gave you time to contemplate and think. Like, wait a minute, maybe I need to be, give you a time to think. Give you time to hear y'all's voice if he was talking to you. Because a lot of us have hardened our hearts so we don't even hear his voice anymore. We hear everything else but Yahuwah's voice. That's our fault. Some of us, that's our fault. And it's going to be a time. You don't have the word, the real words that you need to have. You don't have food, real food, because they're trying to feed you bugs and manufactured meat. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. I think I'll close on that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because there's a way. There's a way. He always gives us a chance. He always gave us a chance. But we got to remember, time's winding up. A long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm going to go over here to 2nd Chronicles. Go to 2nd Chronicles. Oh, here it is. Wow. All of a sudden, I'm just flipping the pages and it's just coming right open to me. How about that? Hallelujah. Thank you, Father. Thank you. We're going to read 2nd Chronicles, verse 7. Oh, yeah. And this is in your Holy Bible, too. Second Chronicles 14. I'll start with 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin, and will heal their land. If, giving you a chance, giving us a chance, how many of us going to take advantage of that? How many? It's time out for all this other stuff. Time out for the shiny things. Time out for it now. Can't eat them shiny things. And them shiny things are not going to save you either. Down to 19. But if ye turn away and forsake my statutes and my commandments, which I have set before you, and shall go and serve other Elohim, Jesus, Allah, Yeshua, hint, hint, and worship them, then I will pluck them up by the roots and out of my land which I have given them, and this house which I have sanctified for my name, which will I cast out of my sight, and will make it to be a proverb and a byword among all nations. So right now we proverbs and bywords when they see us, those little demeaning little things, connotations and whatever else they look that they give us, the things they say under their breath, the things that they have lately been emboldened to say. And this house, which is high, shall be an astonishment to everyone that passes by it, so that they shall say, why has Yahuwah done this unto this land and unto this house? And it shall be answered, because they forsake Yahuwah Elohah of their fathers, which brought them forth out of the land of Mizraim, Egypt. and laid hold on other Elohims and worshiped Jesus, Allah, Yeshua, and served them. Therefore he has brought all this evil upon them. That's right. No covering. You left your house, now you're in the rain. And that's one of those sayings is, we want to cause a storm and cry when it rains. How about that? So, I've been here trying to get this together because, I don't think your pastor, bishop, whoever is telling you what they need to be telling you. So, read for yourself. If they're not going to read it to you, read it for yourself. And with that, shalom.